Then looking ahead, a couple of weeks' time, it's the start of Munster Championship. I think all of us, John, as kids, all you wanted to be was involved in Munster Championship. You've done it as a player, been involved in the background, obviously, in squads and stuff, managers-wise. Is it still that huge enjoyment factor?
Listen, the Munster Championship is a very special competition. There's no shadow of a doubt about that. We all have great memories right throughout our lives of, going to matches as kids and being stuck in big crowds and literally, clinging onto your father's jacket as you're going along, But I think this particular championship upcoming promises to be really, really competitive competition. I think you've 5 really strong teams in there now, and on any given day, any of those sides are capable of beating each other. So yeah, I think you're going to have a real humdinger of a Munster Championship this year.
The round robin has really brought it to a new place, hasn't it? It was always special in the first place, but round robin, just every game is so vital now.
Yeah, and it's just, I think everybody's bought into it, supporters, players, management, everybody has bought into it as being a fantastic competition. And it's one to savour, one to enjoy. It comes at you fairly quick and smart as well, so you don't get too much time to lick your wounds if you happen to have a bad day at the office. And likewise, you don't have too much time to get carried away with a win either, because you're literally 6 days possibly away from your next competitive game, which is a huge challenge, obviously.
You've come into it obviously as champions, Munster champions, All-Ireland champions. I know you don't hold away with that. That was all last year. It's all about this year now. But there will be a target on your back coming in as champions.
Yeah, listen, we're used to that now. That's not anything unusual. It's a great privilege, a great honour to have that. That's the way we view it, and it's something we carry very easily, very lightly. And the players, I know, find that something that they carry very lightly. They're very, very honoured and privileged to be in that position, and they know it won't last forever. So, for as long as it's there, they'll be quite happy to carry that tag.
Waterford first up, obviously not in Walsh Park as maybe initially thought. Moving to Thurles, Davy's back in charge. They'll certainly bring a fresh task.
Yeah, it'll be, I'm sure, a really strong challenge. I've no doubt about it. We saw glimpses of it during the course of the league where they were, trying out different bits and pieces, and we know that they'll bring, a huge, huge challenge on that first day and a huge amount of energy. But listen, our focus is on us and being the best team that we can be on the 23rd, and being able to bring, the experience that we've gained in recent times, but also that hunger and appetite that we have always shown as well for championship matches. And I've no doubt that it'll be a tremendous game of 2 really hungry, very strong teams going at it. And we just want to make sure now in the next couple of weeks that we get our preparations right and that we're the best team we can possibly be on the 23rd.
And finally, look, from a squad point of view, you've added players to the squad this year from last year's 20s team. They've done very, very well when given their opportunities. It must give you great pride and pleasure really to have that kind of options at your disposal.
Yeah, listen, the squad is constantly evolving. Every year somebody leaves and every year somebody comes in, and it's your opportunity to come in and make an impact, bring the energy, bring that freshness. And to be fair to the lads we brought in, they have brought that freshness, they have brought that energy. They are very exciting young players. They have a lot to learn, they know that themselves, but it's a great environment for them to actually carry out that learning, and they're very well supported by Paul and all the coaches, and they're given an opportunity, and that's all they can ask for, and if they take it, we'll be absolutely delighted.
I suppose just in terms of the league for a second, and you've got different things out of the league over the last years, from winning it in 19 to I suppose the experience that players got last year. Like it's a funny competition in the sense in that you can learn from it at all stages. Like how different has this year's approach been to last year's, or has there been any difference from your approach?
I suppose the only thing different is we came back a little bit earlier into training, as a collective. But it was a very gradual return, so not everybody was back at the one time. We managed it in a different way, but I've no doubt that physically we're probably in a better position right now than what we were last year. But we need to be. We probably felt it last year that we left it just a little bit tight for time. So we're happy that we've done that. The players, of course, dictate everything really, and they brought the energy, they brought the enthusiasm, they brought the appetite for that work. You can lay out as much work as you want, but if the players don't come at it with the appetite and the energy and the enthusiasm, the engagement, the application to training, it's not going to happen, that you're going to get the outcome that you want. So they have done that and done it in spades. So I think it's kudos to the boys really for the energy and the enthusiasm they brought.